Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that title really wasn't what this video is about. The Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Nah, they're not gonna fight. And if they do fight, it ain't gonna be no time soon. But I do have some information on who Gervonta Davis is gonna fight, and I also I have some information on a couple of guys that are gonna be fighting, but the thing about it is that Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, I mean, they're kind of playing the weight game right now. They're waiting for, I guess one of them to pick up another fight, so then they'll have to pick a lane. Devin Haney wants to fight Teofimo. He wants to fight him because Devin Haney, he doesn't feel like he's getting the recognition he deserves, and I mean, he was basically in the same position as Teofimo Lopez. What happened is Vasily Lomachenko, he chose the one that he felt that he had the better chance of beating, which was Teofimo. He chose to give up his belt. A lot of people don't realize that. He chose to give up the WBC belt, the WBC lightweight belt. He gave that belt up in order to avoid fighting Devin Haney. So that's what happened. That's what happened with that. So he chose Teofimo Lopez because he felt he was the weaker opponent, and he lost. And there's a lot going on with that fight too. That from what I understand, some people in the boxing industry are talking about, because they felt that Lomachenko he didn't fight for the first, I guess, 6 rounds. They're saying that he fought, but not really. He didn't put it in opposition, and then he got really strong towards the end of the fight, like it was like something wasn't right there. Like you get stronger at the beginning and you get weaker towards the end. But like I say, I'm gonna move on from that because Bob Arum is not gonna let Teofimo get anywhere near Lomachenko. You ain't got to worry about that. Lomachenko is he's a confident young man, and he wants to fight these guys. Don't get me wrong. He wants to fight these guys. But him and Bob Arum they talked about it, and Bob Arum told him that he wanted to take care of his family. He said he wants to him to make some money, and to take care of his brand, and in other words, he don't want him to fight anybody that's more than a 40-60 fight. In other words, he wants Teofimo Lopez to have at least a 40% chance of beating that person. The only exception is Gervonta Davis, because I think Arum feels that Teofimo has somewhat of a good chance with Gervonta Davis. I don't know why. I don't think so, but he does. So he would let that fight go. He feels that they can make that a big fight, but that's not going to happen, and I'll tell you why. Because Gervonta Davis, if anybody knows Gervonta Davis, he's a little fat guy. He's from my hometown of Baltimore. Don't get me wrong. He's from my home. That's my guy. But he's a fat little dude. In other words, he's always out of shape. He always walk around with a big belly and a gut. Let me tell you now, if you see Gervonta Davis right now, if you see him now, man, he cut up like a bag of dope. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but basically, he's fit, he's in shape, and that's I guess that's Mayweather has a plan that doesn't include Teofimo Lopez no time soon. No time soon. Devin Haney, that ain't happening either. Okay, what he's gonna do is he's gonna clean out the 130. That's what he's gonna do. The super featherweight. That's what Floyd Mayweather, the fights that Floyd Mayweather has, that he's on right now for Tank. Okay, he's looking at Miguel Burchett. He's looking at him. He's looking at Joseph Diaz, Jamal Herring, Chris Colbert. That's an interesting fight right there, because he's a young bull, kind of like Tank, but I guess they don't really. I mean, Floyd wants to make some big fights, and he feels that Gervonta can knock all these guys out. So Rene Alvarado may be next on his list because he feels that he's the weakest guy. He's the weakest link out of the whole 130-pound division. You know, so he's basically going to go off. All of them that have a portion of the belt, he's going to be fighting them. And actually, there's been some talk of an outside chance of Josh Warrington coming up to fight him. You know, like Gary Russell is not on Tank's radar at all. That's a remote possibility later on. But right now, the 126-pound Josh Warrington, there's talk of them making that fight also. So right now, Tank has a lot of options. Now, Teofimo Lopez has been telling everybody he's got a whole bunch of options, but he doesn't. First of all, there's another kid I didn't name, Shakur Stevenson. I didn't name him for good reason, you know, because I feel bad for him because Shakur Stevenson is another very talented fighter, and nobody wants to fight that kid. They don't want to fight him. Nobody with a belt wants to fight him. He's a very talented boxer, and I think Tank would fight him, but that's not one of the fights they're looking at right now. Tank may fight him, but nobody is going. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, none of those guys are going anywhere near Shakur Stevenson. Nobody at 126 is going anywhere near Shakur Stevenson. Nobody at 130 is going near Shakur Stevenson. Nobody at 135 is going near Shakur Stevenson. None of those guys. It's going to be hard for him to get a fight because a lot of guys, they just feel that he's dangerous. They feel he's dangerous. He's like Jaron Ennis, whatever his name is. They say he's like him. Nobody wants to fight him. So, you know, that's kind of bad for him. But, you know, if anybody tell you anything, they say Tank might fight him, but no time soon, because what happened is they're in the build-up game right now. They're trying to make money. And Tank, he has a lot of stuff on his plate. Now, Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, like I said, they're playing the weight game. You know, this is what Bill, Devin Haney's dad has said. Devin Haney, he's not really weight. He wants Teofimo Lopez, but now he's going to have to pick, you know, I guess some other fighter. He's not going up to 140. You know, he wants Teofimo Lopez, but that's not his choice because Bob Arum, him and Teofimo, they ain't going nowhere near Devin Haney. You know, what they're saying is that he hasn't worked his way up. He's not deserving. Teofimo Lopez, he's done nothing but he beat Vasily Lomachenko under questionable terms, and what is he, like a 15-2 or 15-2 fight or something like that? Come on, man. Vasily Lomachenko, he's a good boxer. I'm not saying he's a scrub, but basically that's all that Teofimo Lopez has done. So basically they're going to try to wait till Devin Haney takes a fight. Then they're going to choose them, you know, like somebody they know they can run through. That's why I said they're waiting on one game, because there are a lot of guys on you know, YouTube, and a lot of people talking about that Teofimo Lopez is gonna go up. He's gonna go up to 140 and fight Joseph Diaz. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They say he's gonna go up and fight Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. He's going to go up and mess with those guys. And that is 1,000% false. Teofimo Lopez ain't going nowhere near those guys. First of all, he hasn't made any money yet. So he wants to have some, he wants to take a few fights. And the thing is that, you know, I'm a fan, so I want to see him fight these guys. But let me tell you something. Don't get what I'm saying to y'all wrong. I 1,000 agree with what they're doing. I agree with it because I think that if Teofimo Lopez loses, he's going to lose millions, tens of millions if he loses a fight, right? So I think that at this point he should get money. He should get paid. I think that the fans, of course, I want to see him fight Devin Haney. I want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. I want to see him fight Tank, I want to see him fight all of those guys, but all them guys I'm naming, he ain't fighting none of them. You know, he's just saying, well, he'll fight Tank, but but the thing is that he will fight Tank. But I don't think that Floyd Mayweather's going to let Tank go anywhere near him right now. He just feels that there's too much money out there for Tank to be taking a risk, because Teofimo Lopez is a risk for Tank. He's a risk for him. So, but Devin Haney, on the other hand, Teofimo Lopez is a risk for him, but Devin Haney, he has no options. He's the odd man out. He's the disrespected fighter. So he wants to fight for Teofimo Lopez, but he's not getting that. He's not getting that. So if Devin Haney, if he finds somebody to fight, then Teofimo Lopez is going to go start picking through the 135-pound boxers. That's what's going on. And like I say, I told you who Tank's going to fight. You know, I told you who Tank's going to fight. And I told you who Teofimo Lopez is not going to fight. But Devin Haney, I don't know what he's going to do. It's because he ain't getting a fight with Tank. Maybe he would fight Shakur. But he might not. I think that would be the guy he wouldn't want to fight, because he wouldn't have a lot to gain from fighting Shakur, but a lot to lose. So he may not, but he may eventually get back into a corner where he has to fight somebody, because the guys with the belts, or you know, the guys he want to fight, they keep ducking him. So I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna keep hustling again. You know, I'm an ear hustler. You know, a lot of guys, you know, from the suburbs, stuff like that, they don't know what an ear hustler is. Okay, ear hustler is a person that puts themselves in proximity with people that know stuff. I don't really know a lot of stuff. Let's be clear, I don't. But an ear hustler is somebody who puts themselves in proximity, you know, around guys that know shit, that know stuff. And he listens. He don't talk. And he don't let them know he's listening. He just listens. He finds people that know things, and he listens. That's what I do. I'm an ear hustler. I'm not a boxing expert. You know, and a lot of times I write notes down. That's why I actually have notes right here in my hand. What happens is, I don't really know a lot. Like, a lot of these guys that I named to y'all, I've never seen them box. Like Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. I've never seen these guys fight. I've never seen these guys fight, but I just hear people around me, they're talking about them, they're bringing them up and stuff like that. I don't know these guys. I know Tank. Don't get me, that's my homeboy. I know Tank. I know Mike Tyson. I saw the fight the other day. I'm not going to talk about that, but it was an exhibition, and everybody knows there was a agreement that Mike wouldn't hit him in the head. But hey, that's cool. You know, it was a good fight, and I'm looking for more, and I'll pay for that because I love Mike. But anyway, like I say, you know, I'm going to keep my ear hustling going on as long as possible and try to find out some more information. And I'm going to put it right here, out here. Because, peace.